guys and welcome to IAMABIKER.com. This is the new 2021 Himalayan. Let's quickly take you through what's different on this and then we'll go through the normal details of the performance and other aspects of it. So guys, let's start right at the front. The first change is this new updated windscreen. It's a bit more sturdier, it's a couple of inches taller. It is designed so that the earlier wind buffeting issue, which used to basically hit you either on the shoulder depending on your height or right on your face. In my experience, since I'm almost 6 feet, is that it still sort of hits or catches the top part of the helmet, but I think for anybody below or around the 5'10" and below, it will actually solve the wind buffeting issue totally. And then of course coming a bit further back is this frame which is for the crash guard, or frame which is for the jerry cans, has been redesigned in such a way that even when taller riders are standing and pushing the bike off-road, their knees do not come and hit it. And then of course the biggest change is of course the new addition of the Tripper navigation system. Definitely, it could have been integrated better. It would have looked nice if it was part of the cluster as a single unit, but I personally have no complaints on how it has been integrated. Maybe I would have liked it, like I said, if it was one piece, but functionality wise no issues there. And then coming a bit backward, the seat foam has been updated. It's a bit more softer now. Ideally, for your commute it should be much more comfortable. And then moving a bit further back, the rear rack, the luggage rack has been redesigned, and the loading capacity is now at 7 kgs. It's a bit lower and a bit more flatter and wider. Another small change is that the headlight does not now turn on with the ignition. Basically it only turns on when the engine is on, and also the park lights basically are now a white color light. So that's a small change. So apart from these minor changes, this is basically the same BS6 Himalayan. So I hope you've seen that review. I'll quickly summarize what our experience has been with this bike. My feelings for this bike remain pretty much the same from the BS6 version. It's that bike that can do it all, and without breaking the bank. You can take it anywhere. You can do a lot of fun stuff. You can see in the video. I hope you saw till now, and hope you see further that you're doing a lot of fun and a lot of stupid stuff with the bike, and the bike held on. There's no issues there. So in terms of power, nothing much has changed. In terms of the specifications change on this model, newer model, nothing has changed. So you still have that enough bottom end grunt. There is that flat spot which is still about 2500 rpm. So especially when you're sliding around and you want to quickly give that throttle to carry that slide, you need to make sure that you're in the right gear and the rpm is about 3000 rpm. To get that power on tap. Below that, there's a little bit of a flat spot. That character remains the same. It's been there on all generations of the Himalayan, and it's there. I wish they had sorted that out. It would have made it much more fun, to throttle out of the situation, especially while doing fun stuff on the gravel and places like this. So normal cruising speeds, highway cruising speeds, you can easily maintain anywhere between 90 to 100 without any stress. You can keep going on. I wish they had done something about the tappet and the cam noise, which gets a little bit annoying in the long rides, because it's quite evident and you can hear it from the tank area, and basically you want to sit at about 80-90 and everything should just be silent and you're cruising along, right? So that's when the sound becomes quite evident, basically above 4000 rpm. But other than that, in terms of mileage, it's returning easily above 30 kilometers to the liter. That's good. And in terms of city usage and applicability, in terms of low gear power, low bottom end torque, except for that flat spot, which once you get used to it, you know how to manage it well. Pretty much the same Himalayan, and it is actually fun. So in terms of handling, again, nothing has changed in the dynamics of the bike. So just like the basics Himalayan, it's absolute blast to ride off the road. It can handle pretty much anything, and I've been doing a lot of bad roads, good roads, no roads situation, and roads with stones, and it soaks it up very well, very enthusiastically. Just stand up and throttle on. That's it. That's the motto with the Himalayan. Just keep going. I wish they figured out something for the tires. I mean, in the sense that I wish they had put in tubeless tires. It removes one more tension from your head, right, while riding. That it's easier to repair than a tube setup. But on the whole, much fun anywhere. A lot of people asked me or asked us on Instagram that how is it as a daily bike in the city. Well, as in the city, it might look good, big and tall, but it's actually very friendly to ride in the city as well. In fact, I would recommend it for the city because of the suspensions and the ground clearance, because it takes care of a lot of the speed breakers and the potholes, so less stress on your back. So in terms of braking, well, you can switch off the rear ABS, which is very fun, in places like this where you want to just slide it just for the heck of it and just create a lot of drama. It's fun. The ABS definitely useful, much more what do you say, safer in our road conditions. Definitely a safety net. The front brakes maybe could have been a bit more sharper. I would have liked it a bit more sharper. I generally have that complaint about a lot of the bikes because my riding style is like that. But it would have been much more sharper. The response would have been great. In nowhere is it lacking in any braking power. It's definitely safe and a good braking setup. Maybe the one thing I wish that Royal Enfield had done to this bike, especially in this upgrade, is that, see, they showed us the new Meteor 350, right? And they showed us that the build quality they're capable of. And even simple things like from the key, I believe they could have, updated that to the new system that is there on the Meteor. And of course, overall, the fit and finish, I wish it was at the same level as the Meteor 350, because now since we have seen that and we know that Royal Enfield is capable of that, we're sort of expecting the same thing to trickle down to all of their bikes. So I wish that was there on this Himalayan, but in no way is this bad, but it definitely could have been much better. So this time actually we got to ride it much more extensively thanks to the guys at Royal Enfield, and we were able to take it to much more places and really test it out. Beyond even our comfort zone. And a couple of things, practical concerns that did come up was there is a bit of heat thrown up, especially if you're stuck in stop and go traffic and low gear things. There's heat thrown up, and I would really recommend getting those wraps, those cloth wraps you get right on the silencer, which basically heat shields, shields you from the heat. But because I had a case when I basically dropped the bike and my leg was in a situation where it touched the silencer, and immediately my riding gear took the brunt of it, luckily, because I was wearing proper riding gear. But in a situation where it's not controllable, like for example city, some smart fellow comes in and causes an accident, but you want your leg protected from this heat, especially on this exposed silencer pipe. So probably get a wrap on it once you get it. Now with the 2021 Himalayan, it also gets inducted into the Royal Enfield Make It Yours program, so you can customize your Himalayan entirely online. There's a lot of tweaks and accessories and things you can do to the bike, and totally make it yours. So apart from all the things I've told you, there are of course 3 new colors. This is the black that we have over here, and there's this camo green, which probably is a very controversial color, but I sort of like it. It's different. It looks good in photographs, something that's not there anywhere. And of course there's the silver one, which is much more elegant and classy looking. So that's it about the new 2021 Himalayan. It is not a huge change from what we had from the BS6 version, but definitely small changes that make a lot of differences. Thank you for watching. Do check out a BS6 video if you want a detailed look at how the engine performance, handling and all those things all these aspects of the Himalayan. And if you want to know about that, so and thank you for watching, and hope you're subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.